Hey, what's up? It's Joe. Welcome to my 5 Minute Friday for September 20th. So, just about to take off from London to go to Australia for the Data Edge Bytes tour, but had a good time in London this week for Big Data London. If you haven't been, it's awesome. Massive conference, 100% free for attendees, and lots of great talks, lots of great vendors. Shout out to the Big Data London crew for putting this on again, having just an awesome event. Hope to come back next year. And I gave a talk this week. Basically kicked off my mixed model art talk tour. So some observations, and this is more, I think, kind of during a panel I was doing with Chris Tab and the Elite crew, kind of the after hours of Big Data London. But there's an old movie called Napoleon Dynamite, and I don't know if you've ever seen it, but anyway, it's basically about just some dork who lives in the middle of rural Idaho and has a comically dysfunctional family. And one of the characters is named Uncle Rico. He's basically just a washed up has been who reminisces about the past. His glory days were when he was playing for the state championship in football. That was many years ago. So yeah, the guy is perpetually stuck in the past. And there's actually a slide in my mixed model arts talk that talks about Uncle Rico and how I feel like the industry, the data industry, is stuck in the past. This is some of the things that's held us back. I think this thinking where we're just perpetually thinking that we're going to win yesterday's war using yesterday's techniques and win today's war using yesterday's techniques. What I mean by this is things like data governance, data management, all these practices, which I think have really great intentions and have yet to, I think, really get traction anywhere in a lot of companies. I'm sure there's definitely companies where it works, but overwhelmingly, some tidbits like I hear, especially at the panel, is like, well, we got to, I think the question came up: Will AI help augment or in some cases replace the need for humans in data-related matters? I'm increasingly of the opinion that actually, yes, it will. And I think it's a shot in the arm that the industry needs. I would say that if for the past 30, 40 years, we've been trying to take the same approaches with, I would say the way we've been doing it, I would say we've catastrophically failed. I keep throwing around this 80% failure number for data projects. It's just the old trope that everyone uses. It's 80% of projects fail, which means 20% succeed. And if that was a graded exam, I think you know how that would go. You would fail. But this has been the report card for the industry for many years. And so it's interesting when I see these, I would say longstanding practitioners in the field of data simultaneously say that we need to maintain what we've been doing for years, even though it hasn't worked, but nobody's willing to try a new approach. And so I feel that this is an interesting dichotomy that we're in the industry right now. I think the thing is, humans are needed to understand the domains and understand the processes and the vocabulary of the business and so forth. Basically, we're acting as translators, but guess what? AI models are increasingly really good at is translating one thing to another. That's literally how the transformer came about. So I think that we should actually have an open mind. I think especially as data volumes grow and continue to grow in complexity and at scale, humans simply aren't able to process that information. And I would also say that if we're seemingly incapable of the old techniques working in today's world, I have no hope that it's going to work in the future. I hate to be so pessimistic, but I think the thing that kind of bugged me about these discussions is that automatically people just shut down, saying that there's no way a machine could ever do what we do. And I'm like, well, yeah, but you also haven't really done anything, so I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, but I had a lot of people come up to me afterward and say that they did agree with this notion that if this is the route we have to take, then it's the route we have to take. So, so anyway, I would say that for the industry, stop being Uncle Rico and Napoleon Dynamite. Stop being stuck in the past. Stop regurgitating the same old lines. That we need to add value to the business, and we need to really work together with the business and understand. I mean, it's like, yeah, no shit. That's table stakes. That's your job, is to understand the business and translate that into data. I don't know why this is something that we're still pondering 30, 40 years into this industry. right? I think we need to, you know, adopt new approaches, adopt new ways of thinking, adopt new ways of acting, and finally start adding value to the business instead of just talking about it. So anyway, cool. I'm off to Australia in a few hours. It's gonna be a long, long, long trip. You can catch me over in Sydney, Perth, Melbourne, and then Auckland, New Zealand for Data Eng Byte. Shout out to Peter Hansons for the awesome conference there. It's I think one of the best data conferences on the planet. Yeah, hope to see you all there. Again, shout out to the Big Data London crew. You guys also put on one of the best data conferences on the planet. It was also just to see everybody here. Everybody meaning like a lot of people from America, Europe, et cetera, et cetera. So it's awesome. Cool. Well, I got to go pack. We'll talk to you later. Bye.